Hello, today we are looking at Standard 10, School Improvement, and away we go. How does an effective leader use methods of continuous improvement to achieve the vision, fulfill the mission, and promote the core values of the school? Well, reflecting on our core values, which we did at the very early stages of this program, um, I noticed that our core values are posted and part of our school vocabulary um, pretty pretty much um, all the time. They are everywhere. So when we try to uphold those with our staff and our students and try to implement them, one of the ways that we can do that is through staff training. We talk about safeguarding. We talk about wellness. We talk about um, intercultural competencies. We talk about um, how we can be on a path of continuous growth. So our staff training, dealing with safeguarding, we do wellness surveys every week. I'm sorry, every month. We just did one today in class. Um, and if students do not fill out the wellness survey, they get an email reminder. So it is pretty much I would say a 90 to 100% participation rate in the wellness surveys, and then students are, um, talked to and visited with on an as-need basis. Part of our school-wide learning outcomes, which are posted in various locations in each classroom, and as you walk in our door, there's a very large mural about our school-wide learning outcomes. We are moving into a program with our advisory that has been very successful with not only incorporating the students on our campus, but the other students at the elementary school, um, and really moving forward and being very productive in that area. And I'm very excited about our future. We also really look at continuous improvement through our observations through WASC. We have another visit coming up in March, and our strategic plan, school improvement plan, is greatly influenced by the WASC report. Moving forward to question number 2, how does an effective leader develop technically appropriate systems of data collection, management, analysis, and use, connecting as needed to the district office and external partners for support in planning, implementation, monitoring, feedback, and evaluation. Again, the WASC report comes up in that it is a large, um, it's almost like a gravity field that moves us in a positive or a productive direction based on what the WASP report tells us about ourselves. We make claims and we have marketing and other ways of communicating who we think we are, but the WASP report really shows us who we really are. And so, our goal is to bring those two together um, and fulfill all of the promises that we make to our stakeholders as we implement our curriculum and we talk about our school-wide learning outcomes and our mission and vision. We use data very much so to improve our student achievement. That is one of the key areas for our strategic plan slash school improvement plan. We use data in the forms of MAP and WIDA and RAP, and we also even look at our SAT evaluations. Our data protocols, we really look and talk about and collaborate on our uses of data. We have data protocols that we implement through professional development, and it comes through the department heads and comes out with the sharing of best practices. Question number 3, how does an effective leader develop and manage relationships with feeder and connecting schools for enrollment management and curriculum and instructional articulation? And this is the question that I really struggled with, and I'm very thankful for my mentor in our mentor meeting, he really shared some new ideas with me that I wasn't able to comprehend on my own. And we definitely work with school, our elementary school for the vertical alignment, and we continue to move forward with our alignment of curriculum. We also have collaborated with the elementary school and our community with our sustainable development goals, which was part of our unit one of our advisory program, which ties in with our school-wide learning outcomes. And in module 38, we did a wonderful brainstorming session where we talked about collaboration among stakeholders and feeder schools. But one of the things that my advisory, or my mentor pointed out was that one of the feeder schools for one of the feeder, I guess you would say, areas of new students for us is the Chinese public schools. And I did not realize that our MAC department, our marketing department, is very much in touch with the community and has lots of information out there for parents who are wanting or willing to make the change for their child or children, moving them from Chinese public schools into our schools, and how that happens and how that works. So that was new information for me, and again, another great learning moment for me through this program. How did the leader implement the priorities of the school improvement plan, and how was the implementation presented to key stakeholders within and outside the school to communicate change and gather feedback? Another piece of information from my mentor was my underestimation of the power of Power School and the way that we use Power School to communicate to our stakeholders. There are so many different links on Power School that I was not aware of. Everything from our course catalog, um, to other areas of information for parents to become more aware of what goes on in our school, and again, understanding better what their child is working towards. So our MAC office does a very good job of communicating with our stakeholders, not only with our successes, but also with our upcoming events. Our school-wide learning outcomes is a very nice way of communicating how we are changing and how we are improving, because our school-wide learning outcomes was one of the areas of need based on the WASP report. So we have really embraced that. And then, like I said, we do definitely use data to influence decision making. And that is part of the way, that is one of the priorities that we have set forth with our school improvement plan. And that is one of the ways that we continuously evaluate and communicate change is by our use of data. We have community gatherings, we have parent workshops where they can better understand why we do things like WIDA testing, why we do things like MAP testing. So that is what I have for you for Standard 10. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.